Welcome to the world of Copperskies City. This is an alternate universe Johto where steampunk technology reigns. Our adventure begins in this universe's equivalent of Goldenrod City, known as the titular Coppersky City. Coppersky is the industrial center of the Johto region and serves as the skyport to other major areas of the continent, Kanto nearby, Sinnoh and Hoenn more distantly. The buildings are tall, though with the absence of steel they can only be so tall, and Beacon Tower is the tallest and most precarious building in Coppersky City. It is the skyport and also the central landmark of the city. The city itself sprawls beneath it. The roads are cobblestone, and the houses are made of brick and wood. The streets wind and twist and branch off in places you wouldn't expect. Almost every house has a chimney, and almost every chimney has smoke billowing from it into the copper skies above. The buildings, sometimes 2 stories, sometimes 4 or 5, oftentimes have iron gears and copper pipes hanging from the sides and running along the outer walls. Telegraph wires and large copper pipes span poles going down the streets, both branching off to head to various buildings, and sometimes branching off only to end dangling in the middle of nowhere. The streets are busy at all but the latest hours of the night. Vendors and their machokes pull carts and sell things to the passerby. Carts pulled by Ponyta and carts under their own steam power vie for the pedestrian who wants a ride. Street urchins and their Rattata, Zigzagoon, and Centret try to sell little things that they make on the streets, in between pickpocketing the better-dressed patrons of the market. A corner street holds a gypsy camp, with baiting Eucerin, fortune-telling Kadabra, music-weaving Cricketoon, dancing Jinx, and other mystic wonders for those with enough pocket change. The rich walk their frou-frous, clipped with the latest fashion, while the poor earn their living with hard work from themselves and their own Pokemon, if they even own a Pokemon. Even in the latest hours of the night, when the streets glow dim with the wandering Illuminace and Volbeat swarms overhead, there are thieves and pickpockets abound. Travelers at night should be warned of the wandering Greninja, who has been known to steal from travelers at night without them knowing. Other people with evil intents shouldn't be ignored either. From the Night Watch, who's itching for a fight and finds you're wandering at night a crime, to the muggers and other unsavories who feel you possess too much wealth and well-being for their tastes. And while we're warning you away from danger, never go into the underground tunnels. No, really don't. The underground and the sewers that it leads to are not places even the criminals go, for fear that they'll never see the light of day again. There are many plus sides to the city, of course. Of particular note, the Grand Central Terminal sits in the heart of the city, as the first floor of Beacon Tower, with trains just above ground level, leading around the landlocked areas of the continent, and the airships up above taking people across the seas in places where tracks do not go. The Grand Central Terminal is the reason Coppersky has grown to be the largest in the area. Just outside the terminal is a large shopping district, built up, of course, because of the tourists and commuters that pass through the terminal daily. The Pokemon League gyms, yes, 2 gyms, are a prime location to find trainers. In the eastern side of the city, the leader, Bugsy, has his bug-typed gym, in a grove of green not often seen in the city. He refuses to adopt the increasing use of mechanical tech, opting instead to grow berries and apricorns inside the confines of his gym's property. He also tends to go back to his hometown of Azalea when skies get too gross for him. But in the western side of the city, the leader, Jasmine, has her electric-type gym, though with the recent discovery of the iron-type Pokemon, she's quickly adapting to research them. Her gym provides a sizable chunk of power, used in the city for things like telegraph network and electric lighting, where there are any. The major source of electricity comes from her Ampharos to light the top of Beacon Tower, flashing outward to the surrounding lands and waters. The Pokemon Research Facility, built rather recently just outside the city limits to the south, has brought in a lot of researchers and their discoveries. It's just outside the Ilex Forest and connects to the ruins to the east of the city. There are, of note, several compelling religious organizations in the area. At the top of the list is the Church of the All-Being, who worship Arceus, the Lorman Church, who worship Ho-Oh and Lugia, and the ever-competing churches of Dome, Helix, and Amber, worshipping their respective namesakes and the pantheon of said gods in general. Of course, in this setting, other regions and cities have grown technologically and specialized in things you may not think they would, but that's not something we need to get into right now. Instead, let me mention the big noticeable differences. Pokeballs, as we know them, are still being developed from the ancient and proven technology of the apricorn balls. Apricorns aren't very abundant, and thus their Pokeballs are not either. Those who make apricorn balls tend to sell them at a high price point. Any non-apricorn balls are experimental, and there's a chance that they may not work, or may break easily when used. Most people just keep their Pokemon outside their balls anyway. Pokemon centers are usually run by volunteers. Chansey and Blissey are usually on hand to use soft boil to heal HP, and injuries are helped with herbal medicines and bandages. The occasional Poke Center will attempt to use some technological means of healing that could go awry in the wrong hands, but they've always got the usual methods as backup. And while I'm here, let me note, what's a Pokemon storage system? There's no such thing in this world. By extension, what's a PC? What's a computer? Not every Pokemon is known, certainly, but the book entitled The Extensive Index of the Known Beasts of the Land, oftentimes condensed to the Pokédex, will certainly help identify the known ones. Plus, there's an extensive section of blank pages for writing down info on ones not yet discovered. Speaking of which, the Iron-type Pokemon has just been recently discovered, and is still a major news topic among the population. Mechanically, these are Steel types. They're Iron types in this world. So thank you for joining us, and enjoy your time in Coppersky City. We hope you enjoy listening.